Welcome back, everyone. All right, so for the most part, we're done this course, but there is a couple things that I do want to talk about. And the first thing is that I want to talk a little bit about JavaScript. Now, I have a 1-hour JavaScript course, and if you're into JavaScript, I highly recommend taking it. JavaScript, if you know how to program in JavaScript and you know how to do it well, you can forever be in a job because it's just so much opportunity. People ask me to do it all the time. However, I don't have time for it. But for the most part, if you're into JavaScript, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and learn it. Now, what is JavaScript? So there is a script tag, okay? And if you just type in script and /script, okay? And that's pretty much all it is. I'm just going to move this down a bit, okay? And just make sure you do that with the tag. So there we go. And one thing about the script is, well, what do we do with JavaScript? Well, the way you think of it is HTML displays what you need to do. CSS designs and styles what you do, and JavaScript adds functionality to it. So if you wanted to, let's say, make a calculator in JavaScript, it'd be a lot easier than in HTML. I mean, it's not impossible in HTML, but you know, JavaScript adds that kind of computing functionality to your web page. Now, the other thing is that JavaScript is not Java. Those are two different programming languages, just so you know. Okay, so the one thing that you can do is that in this JavaScript you can call this button here, but I'm just going to show you a couple of things. So I'm going to call this alert, and I'm just going to say pop. Now this is like your simple JavaScript, and I might as well show you some of this here. Now if you go ahead and push run with JS, you'll see that it comes up with a simple pop here. Now this script tag is a mini area where you can put in JavaScript, and it actually is kind of cool. Now, if you hop over and click the JavaScript, you'll see that when you go run with JS, it does the exact same thing. And by the way, I just copied alert pop over, and you'll notice that there are quotes in there. So, again, the way this HTML works is that you can set up JavaScript within your HTML document, or you can pull it up in a separate JavaScript page. Now, the way this works is that you would technically call this JavaScript page to run the JavaScript code. If it was, let's say, you know, if you had several different kinds or several different files of JavaScript, you'd probably just call it up in the HTML. Or what you would do is you would just put in the script tag. Now, usually it's better to get a whole separate file. It's a lot cleaner, and a lot of beginner programmers make this mistake where they put everything in the same file, and that makes perfect sense when you're starting out, but eventually you want to make sure that everything's in its own separate file. All right, and so that essentially wraps up the course, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.